sometimes in the most repressive times, we create the most extraordinary art.
Amidst the fervor of the Great Migration, bold, exciting forms of black music evolved, along with venues to listen and dance to this music. Blues and jazz clubs became a central part of life in Harlem, where artists such as Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington, Bessie and Mamie Smith rose to prominence.
He went away and never even said goodbye.
During the 1920s, or what some would call the Roaring Twenties, was a crucial time for minority voices to be heard. It was during this time where a sense of hope was given to African Americans. It was during whereas they challenged the norms and spoke out about the inequality and segregation that had been taking place for so long, and through their method of doing so was widely popular across the U.S., but not only to African Americans, but to white people too. Performance arts were showcasing around the U.S. from gifted minds such as Zora Hurston, who gained widespread attention for her novels Their Eyes Were Watching God and Folktale of Mules and Men. Former teacher Jessie Redmond Fawcett, who wrote the novels There Is Confusion and Plum Bun. Claude McKay, who wrote the widely known If We Must Die poem and his collection Harlem's Shadows. And other amazing artists such as Jean Toomer, who is known for writing novels and poetry, Nella Larson, working nurse and librarian that published 2 novels. County Cullen was a children's writer, poet, novelist, and playwright. And Langston Hughes was an activist along with being a poet, novelist, and playwright. No matter the style of art that was shown, such as canvas, literature, or song form, every voice that was being heard and discovered gave a new sense of determination and hope for African Americans. One song that was played to us in class, called Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday, sends not only an eerie and heartbreaking feeling in our hearts, but spreads a strong sense of imagery and messages in our mind about the brutalities and lynching that took place across the U.S. Taking what happened in the past, it shows us that if there are strong voices out there that could help uplift our current world problems like these artists, then we very much still have a chance to make a difference. Taking what happened, the only way we could truly go forward is to not go back to our past mistakes. We had to admit our faults and continue to teach history in the correct way. Bringing the songs, structures, and artwork forward and showcasing it in the way the African American Museum does. And that's just the very start of how our history should be displayed and recognized, so that unruly and uncivilized actions against a certain demographic or group won't be made, and shall still be protected by their own government and state like it always should have been. I want to work up to using my voice and writing in a way that could move people, even remotely close to the writers described in the video, and hopefully later on in my dream occupation, provide a lending ear to others to hear their voice, their opinions, or needs so that they know that they are heard, they are seen, and they are valued as human beings.